Hi, Amber again from Last Call Mamas. I wanted to share how I think women can get pregnant at 45 years old naturally. And this is strictly from my experience. I am not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. So that is my disclaimer. I would definitely check in with the people, your doctors. But I have 4 tips which I think really contributed to me getting pregnant naturally when I was told that I would need IVF to get pregnant. And I got pregnant at 45 years old, naturally, unexpected, big surprise. So the number one thing, I think all of these things I should say, I think are really foundational. So they can apply to anybody, but you still check in with your doctor. The last one is really something that I had done months before to address some other health issues, and I think it really did have an impact, and you may find it surprising and helpful for yourself. So the number one thing was reduce stress in your life and get to a place that's calm and healthy and safe so that your body would be ready to take on a pregnancy. I can tell you 4 years before me getting pregnant, I was in a toxic relationship. I was in the middle of caring for a very sick family member. There was just a high level of stress in my life and a lot of change happening. So I would reduce the stress, look at your work, look at relationships, look at situations, and you may not be able to control every situation. I understand that people have things that are outside of their control that they are dealing with, and so that may delay the process and timing of you getting pregnant. But where possible, definitely think of those things, and if you have to cut back on work or change the people you have in your life, do that. That's number one, reduce stress in your life. Number 2 is pretty obvious, have sex and have lots of it, and that can definitely help and should be considered, and I'll leave it at that. And number 3 is make healthy choices. So mind, body, and spirit is always what I kept in mind when I was really trying to improve my life. I made time to take care of myself. Mind, I started journaling, I started meditating more, I made it just a daily practice to do those things. And then body, I started doing yoga, which was transformational in my life. I can't tell you, yoga just made me feel so much better in so many ways. And spirit, I think, is just doing things that are good for you, that make you feel good and happy. I spent more time with friends, or I took classes to learn something new. So that is making healthy choices, and also, what you eat. So I am not a perfect eater here. I like things that are not the healthiest, but I really, where I could, I would try to be more selective about what I was eating. And so I recommend that. The 4th thing is I found a really good functional medicine doctor months before to address issues with my fibroids and digestive issues that I'd had for a long time. And I just couldn't get anything figured out through the regular medical system, because it's so siloed. It's like they just address one issue at a time, and a functional medicine doctor is much more holistic. So I felt like I got answers. What they really do is they look at your whole lifespan. They say, what has happened in your life? What are the significant life events you've had? And what have the health issues been over your lifespan? And what is going on now? And they really just dive deep. So I got on a really raw, clean, healthy diet, and it did have an impact on my gut. It made me feel a lot better. And I would say within 2 months of going through that, I found out I was pregnant, surprisingly. So I would recommend that. The little thing I would add to that is it was expensive. The functional medicine doctors don't usually take insurance because they have the freedom to do all the testing that is important to do and not be limited by insurance restrictions. So all in all, over like a 6-month period, I think it cost me about $800, but so worth it. So those are my recommendations. I really hope that they help you in some way. Thank you so much for listening to my video, and good luck in whatever you decide to do and whatever's right for you. Thanks.